Wow, guys, all I can say is wow. That had to be one of the greatest mid-season finales and episodes of The Walking Dead I have ever seen in my entire life. And not only that, the trailer that followed it for when the show comes back in February. By the way, boo, gotta wait till after Christmas, and not even after Christmas. I mean, really, gotta wait a month after Christmas too, 2 months after Christmas. But spoiler alert, by the way, spoiler alert for any of you who has not watched the episode yet. I'm going to give you my lowdown about what's going on, about everything, about the episode, and my thoughts on it. First of all, they get the group has gone out to find Eugene. Obviously, Jesus, Aaron, and Daryl and Dog. Very unoriginal name. If that was me, I would have named Daryl's dog Gunner. But anyway, they're gone out looking for Eugene and Rosita. I'm not even going to talk about that brat kid on there, that Ezekiel and Carol decided to adopt. I'm just not even going to go there. But I'm going to talk about the important stuff. Anyway, they're gone out. Anyway, Rosita is at the hilltop, and the doctor, I can't pronounce his name, and Michonne show up at Hilltop to a very cold, very cold reception. I gotta say, I have really no idea what Michonne did to piss people off, but apparently she really did piss people off. Maybe after Rick, she just turned into a total bitch. I don't know, but she really does have that attitude now, where she's "Who are you?" type thing. Very untrusting about people, and she can be real kind of a Tommy tough ass. But she's a samurai, she's a soldier. That's what she's gonna do. Anyway, they're gone out. They're finding the trail. Anyway, next thing you know, Jesus, Daryl, as we seen in the trailer, Jesus, Daryl, and Aaron have noticed a bunch of walkers just hurtling around, just walking around, and they're all thinking, something's not right here. So they find out that Eugene is hiding in a barn. They track his trail to a barn. But the funny thing is, every time Daryl tries to use the old technique of, right, well, I think this is genius too, winding up an old alarm clock, throwing it, and as soon as the bells go off, the herd would go the entire other direction. So that way they would try to herd, no pun intended, away the walkers away from where they were going to find Eugene. Funny thing is, first time that happened, they didn't know what was going on, because here it is now, they left it, but the walkers kept following them, which is like so weird. So they're going and going and going and going. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, they find Eugene, and Eugene is literally shit bricks. He is terrified. He does not know what to do. He does not know what to do, does not know what to say. He says, "We got to get the hell out of here. I dislocated my knee, but we got to get the hell out of here. These walkers have been following me for like 2 days, and they're going to come back." And of course, they're, like, "What are you talking about, my son?" He says, "Walkers don't follow people unless they got the scent or they see it." He said, "No, these walkers, I'm telling you." He's like, "I'm telling you all, boys, these walkers." Now here's my Eugene impression. "These walkers, a theory that popped up on my head just when I was thinking about. These walkers have evolved," which, in many ways, I mean, they're like denying. I was like, walkers don't evolve; they decompose. But but then of course they came up with the thought that, well, I guess if the dead can walk and they still got a brain, well, maybe they can still remember things. So anyway, in order to try to get Eugene back to the horses and get them back to the hilltop, they decide that they're going to split up. So Daryl and Dog go off one way, and then he tries to lure them, and they're on this old shed, and they try to lure the walkers towards them so they can try to do what Rick did. Thankfully, this time it never worked. Lit up some firecrackers, threw them down, and tried to lure the walkers away. But still, to Daryl's surprise and shock, and as well as to the dog's barking, the walkers never followed them. The walkers ended up continuing to go and follow Eugene, Jesus, and Aaron. So they ended up getting trapped in this very old Gothic cemetery that you would see in, like, downtown St. John's or anywhere that's really, really old. So they managed to find a gate to get out. Anyway, they can't get out. So next thing you know, there's walkers coming towards them. Slow at first, slow at first. So they kill the slow walkers, and out of nowhere, here comes Rosita, Michonne, Magnus, or Magna, I think that's what her name is, and Yukio or Yoshida, I don't know, the Japanese chick that's obviously a lesbian with Magna. And Michonne's like, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Oh, we're just earning our keep." So they try to get this rusted old gate open finally, and they're finally taking out walkers. Jesus says to Aaron, "Go on, I'll take care of this." So me watching this, I'm thinking, okay, maybe the walkers are, maybe the walkers are gone on ahead, and the whisperers are somewhere way back, just waiting in reserves or type thing. So Jesus says, "All right, time to go." He ends up killing one walker. There's three walkers in front of him, and goes to the third. Next thing you know, that walker ducks and stabs Jesus in the back, and he just whispers into his ear. It turns out it's one of the whisperers, and says, "You're where you don't belong." And then Jesus just drops. So next thing you know, there's about 3 or 4 more whisperers that jump out of nowhere trying to get the surprise attack. So Daryl ends up ripping the mask off the guy, discovering that he is a whisperer and that this is what's actually going on. So between the jigs and the reels, next thing you know, they still hear the whispers all around them. And then it just fades to black. Obviously, that's the end of it. In the trailer, you get to see some amazing things in the trailer. Oh, and by the way, Negan also escaped. Gabriel, in his anger, Negan got under Gabriel's skin and he forgot to lock the cage door. So, literally, Negan managed to sneak under the noses of every single Alexandrian and escape. So, now the trailer comes in and you get to see some pretty interesting things. You can see the Walker War in full effect. You get to see Alpha from the back and just a smidge bit of Beta, especially when he's fighting Daryl. And then at the end of it, you just see Negan whistle, and now he's gone back. This is home sweet home. I don't know if he went back to the sanctuary, but we're just going to see till February. Anyway, that had to be one of the best friggin' episodes I ever seen. And to the new producers that are doing this, they're making the show great again. To all the fans out there, it says they're no longer fans after everything that's been going on, you're missing out on something. Shh. They're here. Hide. The whisperers.